Welcome to another edition of Brownie Bites on YouTube. I'm Darren Ryder, coming to you from Cross Country Mortgage Campus in Berea, where the Browns' Week 1 preparations for the season opener against the Cincinnati Bengals got underway Monday morning. On the practice field, center Ethan Posick, tight end Blake Whiteheart, they were both back out there. Mahmoud Diabate and Mike Hall Jr., the only members of the active 53 not to participate. As I mentioned, preparations for the season opener against Cincinnati Sunday down at Huntington Bank Field now underway. Here's some of what head coach Kevin Stefanski had to say following practice.
It's game week now. What we did today was mostly Browns versus Browns, meaning competitive periods, R1s versus 1s, and that's in an effort to get the weekend out of our guys and sharpen up what we're doing from a competitive standpoint. Now, a lot of the stuff that we introduced on offense and defense was stuff that will be in when we hand these guys the game plan. So you're trying to do both, but you never want to lose sight of competing. I thought our guys did a nice job today. I'm excited for all the work that these guys have put in. It's a group, like I've mentioned to you before, that has done everything we've asked them to do. So it's fun when you get to this point in the calendar and you have that game that's within a week and you're into game week and you get to see these guys in the roles that they've earned. But for me, it's never moves past very far the idea that these guys have worked so hard for this, and the games. This is the fun part for them. It's a fun part for our fans as well. Very lucky. We like playing in front of our fans. It's week 1. It's going to be a beautiful day down there, so I know we'll have a great crowd down there, and they make a huge difference for us. It's a tough place to play. Visitors have a tough time operating in that crowd noise, and the dog pound will be rocking.
It is Bengals week, another battle between the Browns secondary and that talented Cincy receiver room led by Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Here's cornerback Greg Newsome on the season lid lifter as he enters year number 5.
I would say that we don't look at 2023 anymore. That was 2 years ago. Our goal is to be way better than that, and our goal is to maximize our talents that we have on this field. So we kind of threw 2023 in the past because that was 2 years ago. So our goal is just to go out there and be better than we were last year. Yeah, we'll definitely have fun out there. Every time we go against them, like I said, our strengths are their strengths. So it's always a fun game. It's super fun. That's what I live for. Is I'm a big competitor. So I'm super excited to go against those guys. These games are super important. The AFC North is the best division in football. So every time you go against an opponent like that, that's a Super Bowl caliber opponent every single time we play those guys. So it's super fun to be a part of it, but it's definitely a challenge. Joe Burrow is arguably could be number 1, 2, 3. You could kind of put it how you want. What makes him so good is that he's good at everything. He doesn't have a weakness. He can run when he needs to. He can make the difficult throw. But I think he's a super elite quarterback. I haven't seen when he was bad, so how has he gotten better? I just feel like he's already so elite. I don't really even know how to answer that. My goal is not to fill any void. As a player, I think I have the ability of any cornerback in the league, so my job is not to fill a void. My job is just to go out there and help my team win. So I'm back to my natural position. I'm super excited to do that, and that's what I was put on this earth to do, is play outside corner. So I'm super excited. Yeah, I mean, first you can't replace a guy like MJ. Like that's when you have one of the best corners, like it's pretty much impossible to replace. But like he said, the thing is we got guys that's ready to step up and prove themselves in this league. We got 2 young guys, that hasn't really started too many games, that have the opportunity to come and show what they can do in this league. So we're definitely super excited for those guys, but losing a guy like MJ, that's very, very hard to replace.
We also heard on Monday from Assistant General Manager and Vice President of Football Operations Catherine Hickman, who was asked a wide-ranging list of questions from roster building to evaluating 2 rookie quarterbacks with 2 first-round picks sitting in their back pocket next April. Here's the best of what Hickman had to say on Monday.
Honestly, it's credit to these young players. They've made the most of their opportunities and they've earned their spot. Now, our coaches are teachers, they're developers, and that's a credit to how Kevin builds his staff. And then we have a pretty robust player development group that and program that works very closely with the coaches to help the players develop both on and off the field. And that's something we take great pride in, and we're very intentional in how we build about it. Now, is it a challenge? Absolutely. But I would revert back to saying these young men have really earned their spot, and they made it an easy decision for us to make. Dylan has been super impressive on and off the field. He is, extremely mature, professional. He has a process and how he goes about his craft, and it shows. There's a lot to work on as you enter this league as a young quarterback, but Dylan has really put the time and worked with our coaches. So I think I really look forward to see his trajectory and how he collaborates with both our coaches and PD staff. That's a tough question with any players after one preseason period to really talk about outlook. That's what we try to predict as accurately as we can, but as we all know, that's a difficult thing. When it comes to what he's shown so far, same. He's worked at his craft, he's passionate, he's dedicated to it, he puts the time in. And those are really the things that you can really hang your head on when it comes to these young players. And then he's shown growth. He's shown growth on the field. And again, it's a super small sample size, so we got to continue to be intentional with his plan and work with him just like we will do with every rookie.
In such a compressed window, considering the various trajectories of young quarterbacks in this league, some take off immediately, some take a couple of years. How in that short window this season can you guys, I guess, make as accurate of an evaluation or projection on both Dylan and Shedeur while also balancing the assets you have next year?
Yeah, it's actually a great question, Daryl. That's what makes our job fun and hard. I'd say I'd just go back to like the plan that we have in place for these guys when it comes to developing is acquiring as many valuable data points we can. Now we know these things take time. So what is that going to look like at the end of the year? I don't have a crystal ball to tell you, and I don't do well with hypotheticals, but I will say that every opportunity we will have to evaluate them, we will take. None of them is going to take, a back seat in how we plan and program for them with the reps that we have. And then from there, we'll see what the spring brings, and we'll evaluate all possibilities like we always do.
Browns have the day off Tuesday, and they will be back to work Wednesday as preparations really kick into gear. That's it for this edition of Brownie Bites. I want to thank you as always for watching, and remember to subscribe to the 92.3 The Fan channel here on YouTube. With the Browns in Berea, I'm Daryl Ryder for Sports Radio 92.3 The Fan.